So my name is Alexei Zinyakin. I am the secretary of the Rotary Club Kharkiv International in this year, and I'd like to present for your kind attention the project which is called Shelter in Kharkiv. I'd like to ask the permission to show the presentation. We have 2 slides to offer for your kind attention, and as we're going through these, I'd like to extend a little bit about what the project is about. So 2 years ago, our Rotary Club, in coordination with the mentor club, Rotary Club Kharkiv International, started a project which is equipping and establishing the shelter for the internally displaced persons coming from the deoccupied and liberated areas from the Kharkiv region.
You may share your screen.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Thank you so much. Now I think that it will be possible to see. So, well, here we go. Just a few slides to let the understanding of what we are doing. Well, so our project is the temporary shelter, as you can see on the screen, for displaced persons. 2 years ago, we started it. We received in 2023 the Rotary grant to equip this place. And throughout these years, we have provided shelter for more than 1,000 people coming. It is the place which is the square of which is 200 square meters, and it provides shelter, full accommodation for 40 people. So the maximum is 40 bedrooms there. People can live there, elderly, children, and so on, up to a fortnight. They can stand for 2 weeks and beyond this time as well. This is the only, I'd like to pay attention, the only, not government formed such type of a shelter, right? Because most of government owned are already occupied, and there are too many people, so our IDPs are suffering from the shortage of accommodation. Monthly, we provide accommodation up to 50 people. This is our average percentage. And of that, we have had the statistics of 10% coming from the children. Yeah, we reckon the children as from 0 to 18 years old. 20%, these are the elderly, the pensioners, and of course the rest are the persons who are of who are of labor age, but they can't currently work because they have just come from the occupied areas. So that we can work with this shelter, we aspire after raising $2,000 monthly, and we envision this project to last at least half a year, for 6 months running, at least throughout the winter season, because the winterization preparedness is quite a challenging thing. And of these $2,000, we allocate 25,000 hryvnias, so we convert these dollars and hryvnias for rent, because this is a private-owned premise. 35,000 hryvnias out of this $2,000 for utilities. Everything is free of charge for those seeking refuge in this shelter, but the utilities that they use are covered, will be covered by the grant. 29,000 hryvnias, this is for provision of food, nutrition, packages, and basic livelihood items like hygiene kits and so on. Currently, since we have no financing of that extent, we fundraise money and allocate some funds from the Rotary budget and Rotary Club budget. And should we have some shortage, of course, we reduce the allocation kits to the amount which is possible. As you can see here, the rooms, we have 5 rooms over there. They have 2 higher beds, right? And we aspire after having, if families, then we do not separate families, we have them all together. The premise is equipped with 3 restrooms, bathrooms, washing machine, the kitchen where people can cook themselves as well, and everything necessary like bed linen and so on, which volunteers help us with. But sure, we have children that would like to have and ought to have proper education. So we engage volunteering teachers, lecturers from other Rotary-funded projects of ours to talk with the children, to provide basic educational engagements. And of course, we engage the psychologists, because much of these children and elderly and all the rest categories do need psychological early response. So we aspire, after having these $12,000 overall throughout 6 months of operating, to ensure that our people who are currently leaving, and today 24 people are leaving, and we expect more people to come since the premise can accommodate up to 50. So we aspire, after having ensured that nobody is left behind willing to come there, and that we will not shut down this premise during the winter season, which is to be challenging, just like the previous ones as well. I'd like to thank you for your attention, and I'd be happy to take your questions.